The American workforce primarily is compliant people. We are not committed people. Over the last however many years, I'm not even going to pretend that I know the answer, but over the last however many years, people have started to jump jobs more often.
Sure.
They're going to different places.
Sure.
They're going and complying in different places. So as an employer, what do you think the most important thing to getting committed workers is?
Be a committed leader. I mean, I know that sounds overly simplistic, but again, they're gonna see that in your actions. Like, are you committed to them? Are you committed to investing in them and developing them and making decisions that are for the good of the team and to acknowledging when you're wrong? If they see your commitment, they're in. But too many leaders preach commitment, but they don't live it. And their team knows, like, hey, they're not really in this. They're waiting for the next opportunity. And sometimes we take better job opportunities, right? That happens. But they can feel when you're not really in it, when your heart's not in it. If you're not committed, they're not gonna be committed. So a compliant leader will never build a committed team. It's just not gonna happen. And so the leaders always go first. And so a lot of that is the way you communicate, the decisions that you make, why you make those decisions, right? It's not just the decision itself, because you can make the right decision for the wrong reasons. And so making those decisions where the team knows, like, hey, I'm doing this for you. It's gonna work out well for me if this all goes well, but that's just a byproduct. Like, really, I'm here for your success. And that's why I say, like, you know, another thing that separates good leaders from great leaders is its results and character. Bad leaders can get good results for a while, but it's like, are they, the best leaders get results in a way that other people want to imitate that and follow that because they're committed. And so if their people do go take another job, like, I want to find a place that's like this, and they want to go multiply that type of culture, that type of leadership into another place. And the other thing is, the other mark of the difference between good leaders and great leaders is great leaders make those around them better. Good leaders, and you can win a little bit, but like, the mark is, are people around you actually getting better? If they are, that means you're a committed leader and you have a committed team. But too many leaders, they're just going through the motions. And when they go through the motions, your people go through the motions. And you hit on that, is that we have a compliant culture. A lot of people just waking up, going through the motions, same thing every day, no real passion, no real energy, no real purpose. And part of that is on them. A lot of that is on the leader, right? We talk a lot about in college sports, the transfer portal and kids transferring. It's the same as coaches leaving or employees leaving. Heard a great quote recently, same person, different zip code. Meaning, sometimes they're leaving a bad boss, sometimes, or a bad coach or a bad situation, and they should leave. It's better for them, it's the wrong culture, closer to family, better financial move, whatever. But sometimes that person isn't healthy. They're insecure, they're immature, and so they think it's the culture, they think it's the leader, they're gonna leave. Well, they're the same immature, insecure person going to a new place and bringing all their issues with them. And so there's always two sides of the equation, because leaders, again, we can only do so much. People have to choose to respond. But most of the time, if you create that environment of commitment, your people will respond, because it's so refreshing. It's challenging, it's demanding, but it's so refreshing. People aren't used to it. It's like, wait, I've never experienced this. And when you focus on going that direction, the people who tend to be not have as strong of mindsets, not as strong of self-awareness, they'll tend to fall in line. Either they'll leave or they fall in line, right? Because you don't need to waste your time constantly like stopping and redirecting for negative people. It's like, they're negative. Either get rid of them or focus on moving forward and on the people who are bought in. But you keep redirecting, stopping the progress to deal with this person's complaint. And the people who are bought in, they're like, why are you ignoring me? This person's just always negative and causing problems. Like, I was in. Well, so then you stopped progress, focused on the negative person, and then lost the people who were bought in, and you gotta rebuild everything. It's like, you go forward, focus on the people who are bought in, everyone else either falls in line, because like, you know what, I need to stop complaining, this actually is good, or they're like, yeah, this isn't for me, and they leave. Either way is a win.